Okay, looks like we are back in the game. It's been a while. Okay, hello, welcome back. It's Panic Pancake here. I'm gonna try to enunciate my words a little bit better. I was looking at the last stream I did of this game, which for those that don't know or those that are just new, whatever. This is Doki Doki Literature Club. I know it's been played through. I'm just doing idle games at this moment, getting back into the routines of things. Um, so I'm gonna try to finish this game out. Um, hopefully within the month of May. And I think what I'm gonna try to do is do like a game per month, smaller games, bigger games, whatever, and just try to like really set a groove into this new part of my life. But anyways, looks like they've done an update, which I'm unfamiliar with, so this will be different for me. Um, but yeah, this is where we're at. So, gonna go ahead and start. There is a part one. It's called Doki Doki My Return, because it had been a while. I'm gonna fix the sound again, so give me one moment here. I am going to try to the best of my ability to say word or read out what's happening in the game, but sometimes the audio doesn't always match, so I apologize. But yeah, without any more to say, I'm going to go ahead and get us started. So last time we were in the game, we had done a poetry slam, and we wooed one of the girls. Sadly, I am not recalling which girl that we wooed, but we will get that figured out, of course. But I'm sorry, I got distracted. I apologize. That said, I plan on trying to start doing camera with the videos now. Quality's not going to be good until I get more learning under my belt. I am an amateur at all of this, so please bear with me on all of this. But Monica, hi again, Panic. Glad you see you didn't run away from us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I can at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yuri, thanks for keeping your promise, Panic. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like, he deserves any slack. Natsuki? Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year too. And I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't be seeing then you won't see the end of it. My bad, people. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who just keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck saying Monica and manga. That's a tongue twister. Monica manga. Monica manga. Monica manga. Oh jeez, okay. Anyways. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys, Sayori. Panic Oi gives us the best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so sorry. Sayori, that's because your room is always so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Panic seem to become good friends too. Sayori. Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems obvious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, sorry. Sorry. What do I do? Eek, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Sorry, I forgot who was talking. I apologize. I'm gonna try to do better with the voices. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I am so sorry, everyone. My cat is just, really balancing on my foot with one of her paws, trying to, I guess, get cheese poofs. She was so focused on trying to get cheese poofs that she forgot she was stepping on me. Okay, anyways, she's done. Stop trying to eat cords. I'm so sorry. Anyways, back to the show. Back to the... Sorry, everyone. Anyways. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. Wanted? This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she'll think I like despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Sorry, everyone. Okay, anyways. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help to notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuki a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be in the very first few pages. Ah. Oh. Really quickly, I'm going to save if I can. Never mind. I will not save. Oh, never mind. Sorry, everyone. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for just a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come... sorry. Keep forgetting who's talking. Just curious, how do you have two copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean... Just happened to buy two of them? Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov? There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets a little strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all out of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Panic? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just one of those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at it from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just someone who wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought that you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling on, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then? But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. That when I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen, right? It's literature club, after all. Ah, that's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well start reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I'm so sorry. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the open seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of us. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I can feel my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right one to hold open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it a little like this, or huddled ever closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. The sad part is I was also looking at her. Like, I was just like, pretty. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Oh, she's blushed and has a little smile on her face. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do. Sorry, one moment, everyone. I apologize. Okay. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it in under her own arm. Thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she is also second-guessing all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But panic? That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in like a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I mean it more of a kind of cute way. Ah. Whatever you're saying. What you're saying all of a sudden. Okay, everyone. I think it's time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Okay. Yuri excels, spared from finishing her thought. Spared. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from her book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sigori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sigori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, so if you guys hold on a moment, I'm just going to do a random draw, because I know who I have a preference for, but I'm trying to be as how do I word it? Unbiased as I can. So we're gonna try. Just give me one moment. Maybe I'll do random numbers. How about that? Okay, I guess I'm going for the best friend. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Segori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Panic. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would really write poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me that you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Panic. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's really something only good people would do. Thanks, Segori. I'm not sure if Segori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you get lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that one then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blind in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me get out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish a rainy day? To wish away a rainy day. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Segori. This is just... Did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least this makes me a little... At least this makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be so mean. I tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem, though. It came out nice. Or should how I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad just get breakfast. And get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do the generator again. So now we have Monica. So let's do Monica. So, sorry, one moment, everyone. Okay. Hi, Panic. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like a new activity or thing we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid of bringing things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Panic. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Panic. You know what, guys? I really wish I could remember what the poem was. I'm not gonna lie. I really wish I could remember what that poem was. I think I geared it towards my obvious pick by accident, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I was going, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Tagore, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to deprive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near his level as yet. Don't worry so much about that. You did your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. So this is actually this is a fun fact about me. So I actually do enjoy writing poetry. I enjoy reading poetry. I'm a big poem fan myself. So this game was kind of like had more allure to me than maybe to some people. But anyways, I actually really just like free verse. I don't like rhyming. I like the challenges that poetry can reflect in your writing, but a lot of mine's I try to keep it to like 3 to 4 verses, stanzas, I should say. And I just kind of free verse it. I only post on like one site my poetry, so like I am so sorry, but no one will know it, but that's okay. Like I'm happy with that. But yeah, anyways, I was just thinking she was talking about style, so like that's why I was like, oh, let me just get my 2 cents in here. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Whew, okay. This is kind of hard to read. Okay. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I cannot see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched by the permanent copy of the meaningless image? It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching far into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? That kind of gave me chill. I did not like that. That, uh... Sorry, everyone. Okay. Yeah, that kind of made me sad a little bit inside. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Huh. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been put into phrases on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of comes off. It can kind of come off. It's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets to be fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never have any progress. Don't force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up a bit later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She sounds like an AI robot. Or maybe a sex slave. I don't know which, and I am concerned. So. Okay, so I'm just gonna voice this right now. I did not preferentially try to save my girl for last. I'm literally using a generator on my phone for the numbers, and this is what it's telling me to do, so this is what I'm doing. Okay. Natsuki. I think for today I'm gonna finish this day and then I will move on to, I'm gonna try to stream every day if I can. Just so that I can get this done in this month. I would be super excited about it. I'm so sorry for the notification. I forgot I had those. Anyways, Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Oh, so basically it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you even want to get smacked? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convincing that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be philosophical. Has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of the poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style won't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can just be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. It's like I set up the rhyme at the end, and then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling of the last line. That's true. The last line did stick out more. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect to learn something from the youngest one here, did ya? Well, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud then I won't take that away from her. It's my girl, yo! We would put some moves on her. As Yuri reads the poem, notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri? Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them now. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Okay. Just calling me a tryhard right now. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit it the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. It sounds like an incomplete expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different kind of styles and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just from finding them, but building them and getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might also take some time, but it can also come with practice, and by learning that example and trying new things, it also hopes that everyone else in the club forgives you that valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I should be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled dreamily as if it was a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be literature club? Oh no. Ghost under the light. The trails of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstand the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm breathing air out of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. You don't have to, it's not terrible handwriting. It's just small handwriting, ma'am, from where I am sitting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. It's actually, I actually think your handwriting is really pretty. Fun fact, another fun fact for you all. Fun fact. I actually did calligraphy handwriting in my high school years. And this is, I'm old enough that, you still had to handwrite some of your papers. Not all of them, but a few, handful here or there. And, that was more like one of my younger years. And then, like, high school, they were like, oh, just type it all, because, like, your all handwriting sucks. But, yeah, I remember doing a few handwritten papers, and I had done calligraphy on them, and my teachers would get so mad at me and just fail me because I had handwriting, and I was like, can you not read it? If you cannot read it, then I need you to tell me. They're like, well, we can read what it says. I'm like, there's no need for the fancy talk. And I was just like, it's not fancy talk, it's just me taking the time to actually write the letters that you were requesting of me. So, yeah. But yeah. So, that's why the script was really nice. It was just hard for me to read, because it's been a while since I've even read it. I'm old, so, like, I don't handwrite as much as I used to, and I definitely don't use calligraphy for that anymore. Maybe I should get into that hobby again. We'll see. Okay. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Panic. Really? I must have totally missed at the point then. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically, cannot say that, symbolically compared to a ghost. There we go. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. It's when she does the side look. I'm just like, okay, I see you. Of course, Yuri. Ah. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Panic. Ah. Me too. Ooh. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. Even this is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sagori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you tried that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I didn't need to. But it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sagori liked it, and Panic did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Panic liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Panic appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was that full of myself, I would have deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Panic started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little bit. This doesn't involve you. I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Panic. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poem all convincing for no reason? Convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain this to her, Panic. Oh, jeez. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive thoughts in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only undeceitful, limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Panic? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So who's it gonna be? Okay, we're gonna do the generator again. I'm really not purposely doing this. I swear to you. Oh, Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand that. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. Sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody had taken her side. She's trapped at the point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling a little bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. Natsuki... She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything's alright. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like this. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Panic. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. The thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, huh? What did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Oh, good idea. Big enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Panic, how about you? Well, I like to say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. What? And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Dang it. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a little better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Panic. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Seguri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Seguri and I have spent this much time together. I really can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay, can I save? I'm gonna save now. Oh, I didn't realize I could have that many slots. Seguri. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That kind of thing, does that happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like this. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Panic? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiness. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Seguri still hasn't caught on the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Seguri. I pat Seguri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Seguri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so with that, we are going to end it here. When I stream again next time, we'll try to get another day's worth of interactions in. Until next time, bye bye.